Alright everyone, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We're loading in for Catalyst versus Petroleum. I'm here's Little Regard, and joining me today is none other than Hens333. How you doing, friend?
Hello, doing good and happy to see some good old updated Midwich, and we are having a Dredge.
Yeah, lucky Dredge. We've seen a lot of Midwich games this weekend so far, and I haven't seen Dredge yet, so I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. Already locking these lockers, checking downstairs. I didn't actually hear a survivor drop, so did they fake this maybe?
Maybe the locker was locked. If they were in the other one, that would be crazy, but yeah, nobody to be found yet. That's a good start for the survivors.
Absolutely. Oh, but I think Nancy is going to be found here. Power almost ready. They're going to be teleporting. About to say, careful not to go into the basement, but again, another single locker blocked off. Survivors actually have effectively locked all four corners of the lockers already, which is a really good sign for them. Not even going to break this one.
Oh, that's a good hit, though, on Momo very early.
Absolutely is. And Sloppy Butcher is going to do some work as well. I mean, I think Sloppy Butcher on Dredge is just like, why would you not take that, right?
Yep.
Ooh, she actually did mind games. She's just gonna run out of it. But I say this is a bit of a death trap here, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's gonna be hard. He could have used his power and kind of locked her in there, but chose to just follow, and I think he's gonna be able to cut off the pallet. Yes.
You would think, and yeah, they're gonna get it down. Ooh, I have not seen Jolt. I have not seen this perk in a long time. Also, Boil Over is such a pick.
Oh, that's gonna be a basement hog. Yeah, the problem with Sarge or Jolt is that survivors can play around it and hop into lockers if they're aware enough, but it can do massive damage, especially on this map. There's so many gens close together.
True.
So a neat pick.
Isn't it like 32 meters or something?
Oh, I think it's 16 or 24.
Oh, okay, so it's a little bit less than that. But I kind of wish it was terror radius based, but no, it's entirely fair. Looks like we're just going to be holding on to this area. Survivors 50% on a gen.
No.
Effectively done with another
32. One. It is actually 32. I just looked it up.
Ah, okay. But I thought it was terror radius or close to.
Yeah. That's very far, yeah?
Yeah, that is pretty far. Ooh, applying eruption as well. Okay, so Jolt and eruption, both of those go off if they're in the radius, right?
Yeah. That's like one problem you will have with that combo. Both of them will block the gens insanely fast with the anti-3 gen mechanic. You will get really fast. You will hit the 8 regression limit if you have a good game.
Yeah, because that's instead of 2 tapping with eruption, it's a 3 tap effectively. Which I will say, you mentioned it before. It is a bit of an early down, and this is going to be an early second stage secured on Momo. Good locker lock.
Okay, that locker is beautiful to secure that gen, though.
It really is.
Incredible locker.
It absolutely is. And see, okay, this is the thing I was worried about. I was not aware these were the new tiles on Midwich, and it really throws me off because these are really bad tiles now.
Yeah, there seem to be a little bit more pallets, but some of them are a bit strange, like that one that looked a bit more unsafe.
Also, nobody coming down to base for the unhook. Are they just gonna let Momo die first hook? There's no way, right?
Actually, not too unusual. Like, rescuing is such a risk, especially when they know they're Sloppy Butcher. If you do anything wrong, then you're gonna be in big trouble. It's just the safer play is just to bash Gen Forest, and at that point you cannot be cut off from a rotation, and I think that's what we're seeing here, right?
Yeah. No, that's valid, and yeah, it looks like the survivor's gonna be dying in basement. Going back and checking on this gen, I'm about to say 3v1 with 3 gens remaining against the Dredge. That is not where you want to be.
It is rough, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, they will be securing. Looks like reset did come through on 1. And they are about to finish the 3rd generator, so survivors are plunging away on these generators. Like you said, that is a perfect locker to go and really... Oh my gosh, they actually stopped the gen from firing. Oh wow, they are actually... Okay, never mind. This might be possibly 2 gens or 1 gen remaining even.
Yes, a lot of gen powers coming out, but yeah, 3v1 against Dredge. I say it every time, but like it's so hard to get anything going from that onwards. Like literally any gen powers is going to be so hard.
Absolutely.
Gen finishes.
Eruption going off, possibly Jolt as well. As they do finish the 3rd generator, Neil will be coming in for her first hook in just a moment. Ace actually setting up perfectly to come down and get the rotation. And about 40% on another gen. So honestly, survivors, despite all things, aren't giving up without a fight. They've definitely got some gen progress, but I don't know how they're going to complete with the server already on hook. Oh! Speak of the devil. They're not even going back to it either. Is it not better to go for a tunnel out here?
Usually you would go for a slug. Like you would kind of want to play hit and run, get them all injured, don't let them reset. Then you slug someone and you kind of like regress the gens from there and like deny the healing. That would be the meta play, I would say. And the survivors, they cannot allow any tags at this point. And they will need to use the pallets and they need to play extremely safe. Every mistake will bring them closer to their doom. Like
this one, Nia coming over to possibly get reset, but now being found out, they do have some pallets, like you said, at their disposal. But Dredge's power is ticking up slowly. Another locker play being locked up, and that's going to get Nia some valuable time away.
One thing that has to be said, there were not a lot of pallets used early game because there was only one chase and then the basement was camped, and now the survivors have a lot more resources for the 3-1.
That is a really good point, actually. And this generator getting worked on once again. And I think this is a separate generator that had been worked on, so they might actually be close to finishing 2 more.
Yeah.
Really good loop around this. However, this is probably a tag if I had, yeah. But that means Nia's not going to be, you know, going to Deathhook anytime soon. They do finish the 4th generator. And Nia's actually cranking away on this one. Survivors? Oof. I don't know how you have this much gen pressure.
Damn. Yeah, he needs it down, but if he gets it down, then this is a lot of trouble for the survivors.
It absolutely
they
is.
need to finish the gen.
And that's the other thing too, is like you said, that gen regression mechanic is gonna kick in pretty quickly.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, but Nia's definitely caught out in a dead zone here, and that will be a down. It's like they're not even resetting. 2 separate gens being worked on right now. They seem very confident that they can handle the Dredge even if they come out of nowhere.
Interesting, yeah.
That is Ace, but getting plenty of distance away. I'm about to say, do you just like leave? Oh, that
is huge. Not only that, he also had kill instinct on the other survivor, so now he knows where everyone is and everyone is injured. This is quite the snowball for the Dredge.
It absolutely is. I was thinking the survivors actually might be able to pull this out and get the last gen done, but now it's looking pretty dire. Dropping down, and they... Oh my goodness, they don't know where everybody is.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, what is this pallet?
Way. Yeah, it's actually... This pallet is not bad, but you need to combine it with the one in the room, drop both, and then you have a really strong loop. But on its own, it's really bad.
Interesting.
But I don't think most survivors will probably not have caught on that that's supposed to be combined with the room pallet.
Ah, okay, interesting. Oh, but these scratch marks, I'm not sure why they were dipping down so close. Maybe trying to bait the attention away. Not really sure, but that is going to be first hook coming in for Ace. Say Laura's up top. Back to working on the generator, expecting the killer to jump over. And they would be accurate about that. However... Oh my goodness, this Nia has to be super careful. She is Deathhook. I was like, where do you go here?
Yeah, that's a really bad pallet.
That's an awful pallet. Ooh, forcing a whiff, but...
Close.
Oh, we see both survivors going down to double it.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to get the gen number, but it doesn't have enough for us. There's no way.
I guess it depends on where the hook is, but yeah, now, yeah. Killer's power's kicking in. Ace getting cut off, and that might be the other thing. Oh my goodness, this is so dark in spectator mode. I can't see anything. Leave him select on the ground, and this is looking to be 4K1. This was so back and forth. Yeah, Laura without anywhere to go will be going down momentarily. Well, this pallet is still up. Like you said, combining it with the other pallet might be the way to go. I didn't realize it spawned back to back together. Vaulting back across. I'm curious if Dredge can actually make this work. Nope, they say, bring it.
Damn. Well, that is it. 4K1.
That is 4K1.
But on the next set, we're gonna see something a bit different, right?
Yeah, I was waiting because I didn't want to spoil it, because usually, yeah, it's a Dredge Mirror or, Ghostface or, some other stealth killer. I am really curious why Petroleum is like, you know what, new Midwich, all that extra collision, let's bring Hillbilly. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, Hillbilly is extremely strong. I would expect a fun game and a lot of snowballing, but let's see. Like, there's a lot of collision, and I don't know how easy it is to chainsaw the hallways, but yeah, I would expect a great showing here.
I can't imagine it's that easy. I'm almost wondering if this pick was designed and done before the Midwich changes went live. Just because, like, why does Dredge, I feel like, have more map pressure than Hillbilly on this map? With the updates. Like, can Hillbilly really navigate? I guess we'll find out. But regardless, Catalyst walking away with 4K1. Really, really strong showing for the Dredge. We'll see if Hillbilly can snowball the same way. I don't know. I'm not convinced. To be fair, though, let's face it. We don't really have an abundance of data to say either way what the result's going to be. All right, everyone. Welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We're loading in for the Billy side of this match. And wait, does Hillbilly just remove all the obstacles from the hallways when they load in?
I don't think there are that many. And oh my god, there's already almost the first overdrive, and we see a very interesting park from the survivor side. That is no Mither.
I love it.
Survive. This is already done. Yeah.
All right, one down.
You see, it's like I feel like Billy is the brute force method, right?
I've
like,
never
it
thought of
almost
it like
doesn't
that.
matter what map you play. Like, you just go there, you get overdrive, you down someone.
I've never really thought of it like that, but you know what? I'm here for it. And you absolutely called it. We were talking in the pregame. They did bring Ruin, and I think Ruin is actually in one of those totem spots that's static. So yeah, upstairs right next to where they went down. Immediately getting the unhook, though. Immediately taking a tag. Do you follow this up and try and get this down, or do you go for the ace?
Yeah, absolutely. This is, to be honest, if I would have to guess what I would expect as a result, I think it's definitely a 4K. It might be a 2 or 3 gens remaining.
Really?
What I would expect here, yeah.
Fascinating.
I mean, he's
Ace,
gonna take it down. This is worth it.
that is so wild. And they're leaving him on the ground. They know it's an unbreakable. They don't care.
Okay, overdrive has been survived though, so now the knee has a little bit of space.
A little bit, not as nearly as much as I think they were hoping for. Going around the corner, and this is not where you want to be. This is probably going to result in an M1 down. Yeah, they're just wasting time at this point. However, that might be enough for our gen, maybe 2 to finish. We see 1 gen going down, second hook incoming. No decisive for our survivor. And yeah, there will be a second gen firing, so survivors only need to get 2 more to secure the tie.
Oh, I think there was Unbreakable being used to get him back off the floor. Okay.
Yeah, I think Ace is the unbreakable player. We did see them go for the unhook, and so I'm imagining that they're daily unbreakable. Maybe they didn't pair them together.
That's probably Daily Unbreakable. They got the first unhook too. That will make a lot of sense. This is... Are we choosing to slug? This is exactly why they brought the park. This is the best park against slugging.
True. Absolutely. Also, I will say, Soul Guard would be unironically good just because of how many totems are here, but... Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, maybe... Okay, you're right. Maybe Billy is just the better killer on this map. I would never have guessed it, though. Dropping down, possibly a bounce landing. Yeah, they get some distance here, but like you said, overdrive is still in effect. But they're ducking into the side.
No pallet anymore.
Unhook coming in. Survivor still on the ground. There is a pallet upstairs, though. And they do get the break on it. Overdrive is over. Yeah, Ruin is doing
needs to
so much
survive
work.
a little bit longer. Otherwise, it's going to be so hard.
Absolutely.
And it looks like she is, actually. She's giving him a chase.
Really is.
Ooh.
Oh, they go down, though, right before. But I say, not even getting chase music during that entire thing. And there'll be Death Hook coming in. 40% on this generator. Doubling up on another. They could still pull out the tie condition, but it's going to be so hard.
Yeah, gonna be hard. Everyone injured. The snowball's in full effect, and Ruin is gonna hurt so much at this point.
True. Also, I just realized the perk choice for the totems is kind of toxic. Retribution and Thrill of the Hunt combined with Ruin on this map. That's actually kind of dirty. I like it. I keep forgetting this is open now. Oh no!
Oh!
About to say, this person's first hook so they can go for a second hook right now. Survivors need to get a gen done right now.
Yeah.
And it's not this one, unfortunately. All right, Hinatu is working on this gen about 60%, but I don't know if it's going to get time. Billy's not going that direction, though. Yeah, but they're going to go down and check it momentarily. Or do they go back for the tunnel? Oh my goodness, Overdrive is so fast. There's nothing on these maps to stop it. I thought the hallways were going to be way more cluttered. Oh, man.
Down comes through. I think that's going to be Slug.
Yep. That would make the most sense, yeah. Jumping back around, knowing they haven't checked this gen downstairs yet. Is it enough time for Alan to finish it? Or I'm sorry, Hinatu. No, it's not. Hinatu's going to be chased away. Oh, that's so brutal. Yeah, I would not have guessed this would be the result. I thought it'd be so much harder. Oh my goodness, getting around the corner.
Sick. Also, ping being a factor. Obviously, these are EU survivors against an NA killer. At that point, you can't do much against on those loops. You have to gamble.
True. I keep forgetting about that ping. Yeah. And that gen is just regressing. Ruin doing so much work. You called it. You called 4K3, and you're coming true.
Yeah. Never underestimate the Hillbilly.
For sure. For sure. Overdrive is still up even. I say I don't know what the survivors can do at this point. They go for the
Ruin
unhook.
still being up. There's so much map pressure for the Hillbilly with his mobility.
Oh, was that a dead hard? Or was that no, that was BT still.
Yeah.
And they're not going to continue the chase. It does make sense. They want to make sure that another gen doesn't fire. And they were right. Another good prediction. Overdrive kicking in once again. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Oh, they get that. Leaving him on the ground again. I'm about to say, I don't know if you can finish these gens now. That's incredible. Again, I really thought there was going to be more, clutter in these hallways, because I've seen some spawns where there's just a bunch of stuff, but there's really no clutter. It's wild. Alan doing their best up here, but I believe Alan is death hook now. No dead hard, and that will be a grab, and that will be Alan Wake sent back to the campfire. They do get to pick up on Ace in the meantime. Going back to the gen, but again, Ruin has just done so much to it. I guess what you could try to do is hide Ace.
True. It's like, against the Billy, if you're injured, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's gonna be the chainsaw one that's gonna chainsaw across the map, and I think hiding for a long time is gonna be so hard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, and they fail a skill check.
No. They let go of the gen and got a skill check.
The curse of the 7%. And yeah.
It hurts.
Very unfortunate. And that is going to be... Yeah, that's going to be 4K3, it looks like. Absolutely incredible performance from the Hillbilly. However, this survivor probably does have Deliverance, so they do have to deal with that at some point, but I don't think it's going to end up mattering.
Oh, yeah, true. That is going to be a Deliverance in a second, right?
You would imagine.
Does Momo not know about that? Or does he not care?
I'm about to say, I think they just don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. They won already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think their thought is, let's see, so this survivor has been hooked once. Ace has been hooked once.
Oh, he just checked on the Slug and now he's going to chase Ace again. Okay.
Okay, that does make a little bit of sense.
I mean, he could have just hooked the Renato first, I guess, but...
I don't think they want to give them Hatch, just in case, because again, Hatch is a little bit, you know, random on this map. Wouldn't it be cool if we could actually predict and like properly place Hatch, like
that would be
center
cool.
of courtyard or something?
That would be so cool.
Definitely be pretty handy, but not sure if Ace is going to reveal themselves that easily. Say, maybe hooking Ace was a mistake? Because now you got to find them all over again. Now, granted, obviously, if Hinata blades out, it's only 1 point missing, which, in the grand scheme of things, with two, with currently winning by 2 full generators worth of points, that's not really a problem. But then if Ace escapes, a little bit stickier. Just have to see. I don't know about you, but I'm listening for Ace right now. Oh, they found him? But I say they found the quietest survivor in the game of Dead by Daylight. Getting the stun. Is this okay? So is this just spectator bug with the chase music not coming in?
Ooh, that's a good question. We can see at the score event. But chase bug seems to be a lot more common nowadays, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, for some reason it's very common on Billy. And he's not getting chased, no?
Yeah, no, they're not getting chased right now. Maybe, again, it might be spectator. I imagine if it was an actual chase bug, they would have spoken up already.
We would have... The indicator's the points, though. I don't think chase started. So, yeah, that's probably a chase bug.
Unfortunate, because I want to say there was chase earlier on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no chase, so... But ultimately, they will go down, and even if Hinata bleeds out fully, it's not going to be it. Even if Hinata escapes through... Well, actually, if Hinata escapes through the hatch... Yeah, that actually would be rough, but I don't think Ace is going to let them... Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're not going to bleed out in time. So, yeah. That is going to be 4K3 with 1 point missing. Ultimately, Petroleum will take the W here in set number 1. That was incredible. The hatch spawned right there. That'd be another good place for hatch to spawn naturally, is in the bathrooms. Oh. Hinata was in the corner. Billy was just a couple seconds away from picking him up. But regardless. Alright, everyone, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We're loading in for trial number 3. Petroleum is cracking out the Spirit with a little bit of a spicy build to boot. Immediately going into phase and looking around for stars. Okay, is that not just the juiciest corrupt you've ever seen?
That is very strong. Yeah, that's a really good gen setup. And Momo definitely wants to find someone early. And I think we spotted the Lara.
I think you
That's
might
gonna
be right.
A chase. No God Pellet either. Okay.
Oh, that's insane. I say you do have this pallet. It looks like it's going to be Nancy they found first. And okay, so here's the other thing too. So that insane corrupt 3 gen. Look at these 2 other gens surrounded. It's like there's a 5 gen.
Yeah. This is a very weird setup. It will depend a lot on how the survivors deal with this and if they can prevent the first down early, really. And that's a pretty early fast tag. Not much progress to speak of.
Absolutely, and getting it. Oh my goodness, following it up immediately and getting the down. Like you said, really early first down. They even went to the corrupt zone where there's going to be a 3 gen. They could just sit on this.
Yeah, to be honest, you don't even have to. I would honestly prefer if Momo carried that a bit further towards the top so you can pressure these gens easier. But I guess that also works. That's a nasty. What is that?
Yeah, this gen
like
setup is disgusting. Yeah, actually.
Within like 16 meters. Okay.
Yeah, actually, if I'm looking at it, so if we're calling top of the map main, like, you know, that main center area with the TVs, yeah. There's no gens up there besides the main gen. Usually there's 2 tucked up in the corners. That's a 3 gen. They're all stuck on the bottom of the map.
Yeah. Larry says very, very weird tendencies. It's not very structured, and you can have gen setups anywhere. And on the survivors, to be fair, that's the survivors will know this. It's one of the jobs they have. Figure out where the gens are and get away from them as fast as possible.
Yep. Good read from Hinata. First gen will go down in the meantime. One thing I'm also noting, this killer didn't bring Sloppy Butcher, which I feel like is a staple on most of these indoor maps. Obviously, except if you're Bilia, but... Oh, good fake. Oh, no!
They expected the insta swing out of phase. Momo didn't do it, and that's a down already.
Oh!
Okay.
Helps a little bit.
Yeah, they make the library pallet. Okay, that's actually not bad for them.
That's a fair point. But I think they thought the phase was going to be a little bit closer up, but the phase was just a little bit farther away. And
like, I mean, it's like break the god pallet, half the face is back already, and now you're back at square zero. It's so hard to survive this bird.
Absolutely. Second gen going down. See if they're working on possibly another. We'll say they're working on the main generator. Ooh, they actually got about another 60% on a different gen.
Yeah, that's really good progress from the survivors. Very good gen efficiency. If they can get that long room gen done, which he's gonna interrupt though, that would be epic. Oh yeah, that gen setup is insane.
Absolutely. Well, so they actually are able to interrupt it as well. Lara gonna get some distance. Spirit heading right back to the untap. I say, if you tunnel the survivor out, if they, okay, you gotta wait out the dead heart, but now that you know, it's a whole lot easier. Oh, another quick heal coming in. That was an insanely quick heal, actually. Probably a wheel make it from Nancy. Nancy taking a tag. Couldn't tell if they're trying to predict or they just don't want that gen to pop, I guess. Very interesting. Lara's going to get reset in the meantime, breaking some pallets, and now Hanadu's gone. What do they do now? Like, you can't tunnel. Like, obviously, you fall back on this 3 gen, but
this might get hard now. Yeah. Honestly, I'm impressed with how fast these survivors did the gens. Very efficient.
Absolutely. Oh no, going down over the pallet and wait, we're at 1 gen?
Yeah.
And they split the gens.
Looks like it. At this point, yeah, it's gonna be so... I mean, this is still kind of foldable, but so hard against 4. Like, everyone is full health too, and there's progress on this gen. It will be so hard for Momo to get a 4K from this point.
It really
someone
will.
spotted, though.
Lauren, knowing that she was spotted, dropping that pallet quickly. But this is a fresh hook on a survivor. It's still 4v1. You didn't tunnel a survivor out. Vaulting through, running around the side. They do read it correctly, but that's going to be a hook trade coming in. And if you have the other 2 survivors doing the gen across the map, not going to go for the slug play either. Just going to go for the stages.
Honestly,
yeah, they're
this
doubling
is
up.
high pros, but the other 2 are so close together. I don't think it's going to be easy for the survivors.
That's true. The Spirit can
the
face
hook
at
is
any moment.
one face away, realistically, but she kind of has to interrupt this gen now. She has to face on this gen. Yeah, she's gonna go for the ace.
Yeah, good read from Ace. It will take a tag through the window. But I say Hanadu's probably like, actually, where do you tuck Hanadu in this whole time? Like, did we just see him? We did.
Ooh.
Okay. You're chasing in the area in the vicinity of the gen, but yeah, you run to the other corner now.
You cannot. The gen, actually, no, they healed. If he's able to kill this and get the gens.
No, they're going for Ace instead. I mean, they are pushing survivors around. Ruin's still doing a really good job progressing the generators. The thing that's crazy, though, is that, like, this killer has effectively been a 1 per killer most of the game besides Corrupt.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't had anything else showing on. There's no Sloppy, there's no anything. I feel like Sloppy would have actually been pretty good this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Sloppy would have been insane. It's quite an odd choice. I feel like everyone wants Sloppy on Spirit.
Yeah, maybe expecting a tough game, but... yeah, we see at least 1 survivor over here on the generator. Do they interrupt it in time? They do. Sprint Burst getting away as well, but we do see Hanadu is still... I say they have so many pallets left inside the map. You just go to this side and die, right?
I mean, it's like, okay, injuries are good, right? They don't give you anything on the board. So if you don't commit to anyone and they just heal and manage to do the gens, which I think in the long run will actually happen. So Momo, I don't... honestly, yeah. I feel like you're trying to hold on to something that will not hold.
I would tend to agree. Oh, Laura's gonna get caught out, though.
Wait, I don't know why the survivors are playing so fast, though. They could just slow this game down, heal, and they will probably win the long run without giving any hooks. So I don't like that decision, but 1 more hook for Momo.
Oh, but they're on the top side doubling up. I was about to say, I noticed they didn't heal Ace.
They definitely risk getting snowballed on, though.
True, but they finish it. And Ace, the only survivor that's Death Hook is being hidden away. This might be, like, you're right, there's definitely a snowball potential, but I feel like they actually might be looking at possibly 3 outs.
True, but quite a lot of stages coming through.
True, at the very end of those, yeah. They definitely did get their blood's worth of points, for sure. And I don't already on the gate. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 3 outs.
Well, that is 8 stages, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's 7. No, you're right. 8.
7?
Yeah,
Okay.
they got that. That's right. So yeah, 8 stages. Ultimately, they got the majority of their points. Nobody left fresh, which was huge. But regardless, all right, everyone, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We're loading in for trial number 4. It's either the halfway point or the end of the line for Catalyst. But we were talking about before. I think Wraith has a really good shot here. And with this build, wait, no, they didn't bring Corrupt.
Actually, that's not a bad shot, because the way you play against Stealth Killers on this map is like, before you get on gens, you usually scout and you just wait at corners. And once you spot the killer, you'll get on gens. So the meta way how to play Larrys against Stealth Killers, Corrupt doesn't profit that much.
You know, that's a good point, actually.
And look, the Wraith is already on the mission. Get rid of all the pallets as fast as possible. These are not gonna last. Like, the survivors need to watch out.
That's a good point. Also worth noting, I think we saw it from previous, there is a crowd control in addition to Sloppy, which I'm wondering if, honestly, I really like cloud control here.
Yeah, that's a really strong pick. You don't actually have to vault the window like Bamboozle, so you can play around it. Oh, strong start getting hit through the pallet.
That's an insane hit. Oh, Ace, you better be careful, buddy.
We commit for this. Yeah, it's worth it.
But I say, at the very least, you get another pallet out of the way. It looks like you're going to get a tag possibly as well. Yeah, that window's still blocked off from when Ace bolted.
Unlike the Spirits, there's Sloppy Butcher on play, as you can see. So these injuries are going to hurt so much more.
They really are. And again, first hook coming in. First gen not quite complete. No basement here, though. And it looks like they're going to be hooking over next to where they have that gen being worked on. Ruin did get cleansed, however. But it looks like it's going to be a pain resonance as well. And you get to kick this gen. Killer's actually at a pretty good start. This is insane. And they've got, how many pallets have they kicked so far? Like 6? Maybe 7?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there are not that many pallets left. I would say like half the god pallets are gone at this point.
True.
And we're still at 5 gens. And this is going to be a trade.
Oh,
no, the god pallet.
One last god pallet to rule them all, and not even going to take a tag for their efforts.
Strong.
Very strong. This is another pallet. Oh, but they held W. Lucky break.
This is not a good pallet, though.
No, it is not. But they're making good use out of it, surprisingly.
True, true.
Bloodlust 1 kicking in. Saucer coming in from the side. That jet is getting worked on. Yeah, they're coming in for the pit tank. I say, yeah, now you got to go over here, look at this one. But now they're all about to be injured.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the position the survivors are in. So still at 5 gens, only 1 hook, but everyone is injured. Half the pallets are gone, and they will need to reset now.
Yeah, and on top of that, like you said, half the, like, most of the pallets that were broken were really strong god pallets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wraith putting on a show here in Trial 4. We see the reset point as well. First gen going down.
Oh my god. Oh my god, failure. What? They tried to body block, but everyone blocked each other, and now this looks like a snowball waiting to happen.
It really, really does, especially because, oh no, the whiff. I was about to say, I think Julian was the only one that really could have been healed any, like, kind of way, because they had been hit the most. Crowd control! They do finish 2 gens, but yeah, this is not looking good. But yeah, this was the only survivor that didn't have sloppy applied.
Oh, that's basement. Double basement. That's gonna be...
Yeah, this is lights out. There's no way.
I mean, they kind of have to unhook this immediately. And at that point, Julian can get tunneled.
Right.
If he just hooks the other one and threatens the double basement, at that point, the ace kind of is forced to just go in there and get the trade. No, he's actually just gonna... Yeah, he is actually picking. Okay.
And I say, do they drop and go for this?
Yeah, they have to.
No, they're not dropping. They will take a tag, though. So Sloppy being reapplied. First hook coming in for Exotic. But I say, this killer, they can get to go straight for the tunnel out, too. Still, all survivors are injured. But I say, yeah, Wraith showing up and just being super potent here.
Yeah.
Well, they actually uncloaked fully. That was interesting. And down they go. I don't think there's any decisive here for the survivor, so this is going to be... Actually, Hinatu, I think, actually does have decisive. Okay, no, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
Yeah, with everyone injured, they kind of need to reset, but at the same time, they need to do the gens. They need to find the totem, and the pallets are getting dry. So getting back from this point is going to be extremely difficult for the survivors.
Absolutely. Ace getting caught up in the corner over here. They see where crowd control is, but too little, too late. Ooh, great moves from Ace, but nah, they're going to get caught now. I say, I don't even know if they're going to finish one more. Okay, they would finish one more gen. Did they finish two more gens? No, they did not. Yeah, this is like 4K2 for Catalyst, which means we'll probably be going into set 3 here very soon. Unless something crazy happens. Obviously, you know, stealth out a survivor, try and get someone fresh out, but I really don't see that happening. Wraith just has so much mobility. I say, not hearing anything so far. Looking around, looking for crows, looking for literally anything. There's the unhook coming in on Ace.
I feel like the survivors just never went for heals, which is quite interesting. I mean, Sloppy's probably gone by this point. Oh, someone's being hurt.
Yup. Getting a hit on Momo, and that's going to be, I believe, second hook coming in? Or is this first hook for Nancy? It's first hook coming in for Nancy. And like I said, they're not really resetting. Even though Sloppy's not applied to them anymore, it's expired. Not bothering to reset. Yeah, I'm really curious what the thought process is here. Maybe they're trying to get some... I say, you can't focus gens, not against a killer like Wraith. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like crowd control might have been MVP this game. Residual Manifest coming in. Don't know if it's going to help them, though. They do get the unhook. Yeah, and they're just all injured. Like, this is 4K2.
Yeah. It is quickly falling apart.
Which does mean we'll be moving on to set number 3 for tiebreakers. And now it comes down to... But I say, I don't know who's going to have the bigger point differential after all this. I'm thinking that if Catalyst 4K2s this, they might actually have the bigger point difference. Petroleum only won by 3 points in set number 1. So if Catalyst can run up the score in this one, they'll be looking good for the next set. Well, okay, I guess to be fair, there isn't Ruin. So the gens won't be losing progress, but the killers just had... The chases have ended so quickly.
Yeah. Wraith is really, really deadly on Larry's. Extremely deadly. Shadow Dance just outplays the map extremely well.
It really, really does. I also noticed that that window over there actually has no door next to it, so it's actually a pretty strong loop. But crowd control just completely negates it. Ooh, swing and a miss on Ace. Yeah, crowd control is just so strong. Look at all the work that it's doing. It makes so many loops just negated entirely. Oh, looks like they might actually be able to finish a 4th generator, which would be super good for them, but not gonna stop the 4K. Pain Resonance coming in last second. Yeah, I don't think they can finish this in time now. Wow. Just as great. I think they played relatively good. Just like you said, not stopping for heals, probably just costing them in the end.
Yeah, I think the Wraith had an extremely explosive start.
True.
Like it felt like they played it as if he's a ghost face, but the difference is quite drastic because he can just go back into cloak instantly, and with Shadow Dance, you just don't get a lot of distance with a pallet being thrown. And I feel like you need to kind of juke a bit more, because if you drop every pallet instantly, yeah, you're just gonna run out instant, like so fast, and that's what happened.
Very, very true, but able to finish the 4th generator for them, so, you know, not a bad thing, but ultimately, yeah, this is going to be a 4K1. Really, really, like I said, Wraith just absolutely crushing it this set. Not sure where the Nancy has crawled off to. Nope, there she is. And that will be 4K1 confirmed. So we'll be going into set number 3 here in just a moment as soon as this last survivor is sent back. And I think, yeah, with the point differential the way it is, Petroleum can't actually tie the tiebreakers. If the tiebreakers are tied, the overall points will go to Catalyst. So Petroleum has to outright win set number 3. Also, okay, I can't tell. Was Sloppy better here or crowd control? Because it seems like the entire kit for this killer just worked.
Yeah, that was just solid walk all around. Everything walked out, and
all right, everyone, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. We're loading in for trial number 5. Oh, there's the Billy.
Damn.
Immediately fighting a totem and immediately fighting a Laura who found the totem. Overdrive kicking in already?
Yeah, first overdrive. This is a really strong map for Billy, and I would expect a lot of slugging.
Absolutely. Oh, Laura barely dodging, but I say there's no pallet here. That is going to be an early down. We see Thanatophobia as well. So already 4% slower. Okay, answer me. Does being on hook count for Thanatophobia stacks?
Actually, I think it does. Oh, you're asking a good question. I'm pretty sure it does. But
Like, I'm pretty sure it does too, but it's like, I could understand because technically the coding could have injured and,
yeah,
you know, hook
I
safety
mean, a
different.
dead person doesn't count, so who
Yeah,
knows?
exactly. Not sure, but oh man, Ruin's doing such a work on this gen.
Yeah. The thing is, he can interrupt people so easily, but he has so much left side, and they can't really rotate around. And Nancy's getting call of guard, but the Anuk is coming through. Okay.
Yeah, Unhook does end up coming through. See if it's going to be a safe one. Overdrive about to dwindle out. Can they get the tag before it ends? Doesn't look like it. And bounce landing going to be really, really useful for getting Lara some distance in the Ormond. I'm sorry, in the Chalet. Are able to waste this pallet. I must say, crowd control. Also, we saw crowd control in Shaq. I love crowd control. Really strong pick. Overdrive about to commence. They do finish the first gen in the meantime. Laura taken to a dead part of the map for them. There's the pallet drop, and now there's nowhere for you to go but corner.
This is a really good chase already.
Absolutely. Again, doing all this through 4% slowdown for the most part.
So the question is, what gens are around that area? So the Lara just transitioned to the other side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Billy has gens there, but there was a long chase, and there's definitely a lot of progress happening. Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, they finished the Shaq gen. If she commits this, yeah. And Ace is about 70% on their gen. So Survivor's actually doing a pretty good job. Like you said, Laura going to the opposite side of the map, doing a really good job giving her team some breathing room. Now Billy's going to shift sides.
Yeah, Billy really needs to interrupt these gens. Otherwise, it's going to be big trouble.
Once they are able to interrupt it a little bit. Trying to cut off. Yeah, but it looks like they're going to try and secure this kill. There's the third generator across the map. Gens are starting to look a tiny bit split. Obviously, Billy could make a 3-gen out of anything, but... See, one server coming in for an unhook. Seeing if there's going to be another... Overdrive is not available. We see 2 servers across the map. Looks like they're going to be trying to cleanse a totem. Maybe trying to hope that it's, you know, Ruin. Obviously, Ruin, I think, would be the peak totem to cleanse here, because obviously Thrill the Hunt don't care for that. And this will be Death Hook confirmed. Server, skill check leaving. Looks like this is the no mither player though. It is. And they're gonna be zoned into the corner, nowhere to go. There is one totem down. I think Thrill of the Hunt was the cleanse. Yeah, Ruin and crowd control are still up as Julian goes down in the corner.
Yeah, this is the no mither player. So usually the Billy would love to slug in this situation, but this is why no mither's in play. So the hook has to come through. And still 2 gens to complete. So that will definitely be hard for the survivors. If one mistake happens in a 3-1, that's generally where it ends. And it's so hard to play clean against Billy. Now overdrive kicking in already.
Oh no, did they even make this window? They do, taking the M1 instead. But yeah, Ruin and crowd control are still up. Thrill the Hunt did get cleansed. Gen is still regressing. The unhook coming through on Julian. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know how you finish the 4th gen in this situation.
Oh, great stun though.
Absolutely.
Well done by Nia.
Unfortunate hit.
Angle was too steep, sadly.
They're actually letting him get away. Crowd control getting cleansed. So survivors, I think they understand they have to get rid of Ruin if they want to pull this out. And yeah, Nancy already free running to the shack. Well, if they're going to come back, they're doing what they have to make it happen.
Yeah, the survivors are doing an excellent job. I think it's a good decision by Manu to let go of the no mither survivor. You can still snowball. You just have to get the no mither player last. So if you slug one of the other 2, that's probably the best you can do. And I think that's what he's going for now.
Does make sense. Overdrive close to kicking in. Nancy cut off from the shack, but they do have, I'm gonna say, not the window they were looking for. They do have a pallet, but it's not the safest.
Whoa. Oh, he still wins it.
Leaving him on the ground. Like I said, here comes the slug.
Yeah.
And overdrive kicking in as well. Survivor upstairs in the chalet, but which survivor is it?
That will probably be, yeah, that's the no mither survivor.
They do have a pretty decent pallet here. We'll drop it. Gonna be running. Let's say, where is Ace? Are they working on a gen or are they gonna rotate for the unhook? Oh!
That hook coming out, but he reads it and waits just long enough. That's gonna be a death hook on the Nia. And now the Ace had to rotate. That is costly.
It really is. However, Ruin is still in place, so these gens have not been getting any kind of progress on them. And we see where Ruin is too. It's over in the corner. We see Ace coming in for the unhook.
This has to be a long chase, but overdrive's gonna kick in relatively soon, so he needs to somehow survive that.
I say overdrive is about to kick in, like you said, and it's not before they can get to this pallet. Wait! Oh! That's so brutal! And the survivor's on hook. Nancy's the only one left up. Where are you? They were on this and they almost actually had almost had this finished.
It's like a great show to see how strong Billy is. The survivors played so well here. They played so well. They still getting 4K to it because once one survivor's dead, it is so easy for the Billy to just capitalize off one mistake. And
Unbreakable coming in, and it went for the unhook immediately.
Oh, I talked too soon.
No, we forgot that the Deli player had Unbreakable most likely, so...
Yeah.
But overdrive kicking in once again. You have to go for the pickup. They've got so much time to waste. Sitting in these pallets is not worth it.
Okay, that was a very bad decision, to be honest. There was still this God pallet behind him. So he could have just dropped that, dropped the other one, bought so much time for his team. I think that's gonna be game over, right?
Very likely. There's the dead horn!
Ooh.
Huge!
Oh my god, they just don't die.
Right? They're like little flies that just will not leave the Billy alone. Billy's just screaming internally like, why won't you die already? Gonna be breaking the pallet. Overdrive about to kick in momentarily, but that means Nancy... Okay, do you go across the map to get the pickup, or do you go finish the gen?
Honestly, if you can get one more gen done by any means, you probably do it.
They're going for the pick. She healed!
That's such a weird decision. I wonder why.
I am wondering why as well.
Maybe playing for a gate somehow, but it's a dilly, so you're never gonna get that.
Yeah, even if they're opposite sides of the map, there's no way. I guess alternatively, maybe they're trying to hide out the ace.
Maybe.
But I say ace has been left on the ground for almost 2 minutes now.
I don't want to say it because every time I say it, it never happens. But this could be one opportunity, especially because the map is so big. If the ace can stay hidden, to maybe trauma tech that and wait until he's really close to the bleed out, and then force one hatch escape.
That is an option.
But he needs to stay hidden until the bleed out is close. So if Manu finds him here, he's definitely gonna put him on the hook.
Absolutely. That's the other thing too, is that this survivor's also fresh. They haven't been hooked yet, which means if they also bleed out, that's effectively 3 points denied to the killer, which is effectively a gen and a half done.
Looking inside the main building, so he's already expecting the insane spots. He doesn't know where the ace crawled to, and there's like 1 minute and a bit left for him to find him.
But to say, yeah, they possibly in at this point, I'd go check basement. I wouldn't put anything past them.
Yeah. This is a huge map.
It is a huge map. Yeah, I would say Billy getting a little bit desperate here. Checking more edges. But I say they added more stuff to the edges too, so it's easier to hide.
Yeah. I wonder if they're actually going to trauma attack or if they're just going to let bleed out.
I mean, technically, trauma tech does lead to bleed out.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah.
There's no downside to it, honestly.
I mean, you can ensure a bleed out and a hatch escape, so you get a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. But I say now they're checking the basement.
Or if he's here.
I don't think he is. If he was, he's...
Wow.
All right. My friend, where are you?
Yeah, they're
he has a crow!
They're trauma attacking. They're actually doing it. Interesting.
That is crazy!
There's no seen way. That in ages.
Yeah, and they're
wait
both
for the
fresh.
bot to disappear.
They're both fresh. There's no way.
Early. Oh, that's so early. Oh, that might be a bit early. Okay,
it might be.
So now Jar's gonna go on a gen, and if Jar gets hit on that gen, then Nancy will get the hatch because she's going for it. Not only is she gonna get the hatch. He knows. Now he has to find. So this is a very weird scenario. So now he has to find the Nancy before the ace can complete the gen. That's what Manu has to do here.
That's so surreal. I literally have not seen this in 3 seasons. That's absolutely insane. And they did pull it off. Yeah, survivors have played this so much more carefully than they ever had to, and it's paying off.
So the thing is, there's a lot of mind games to this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So the Nancy has to reach the hatch first. So she's probably hiding somewhere within shack distance that if he chooses to hit the ace, she would reach it before the Billy. But that could be anywhere. And I don't know. I don't think Manu's searching in the right spots, to be honest. But this is a very weird scenario that most comp killers have never had to face. So...
I was about to say, if you played comp for at least 3 years, you might have faced it before, but yeah, especially in the past year and a half or two, it's really not that common. Ace saying, come on.
That. Yeah, the ace cannot get grabbed, by the way. Grabbing would outplay that.
True.
Oh my god. We might be here for a long time, I think. Wait, is he just gonna fall over until the gen regresses? Oh.
I say, you don't want to head too close to the exit or to the hatch. What is going on?
Yeah, this is a bit odd. He cannot get grabbed, but I think he can gen tap though, because it's cross ping and he would get dedicated anyway.
You probably can, but the other thing too is Ruin's not going to let you finish it. They actually have to cleanse Ruin before they can start finishing gens.
Oh, he's searching for Ruin. That's what's going on. Oh. Okay, so Manu really needs to start searching for the Nancy. And this is such an odd scenario. I've honestly never casted this, so epic. So the Manu needs to find the Nancy, and the Ace is finding the Ruin. It's like the objective is like completely different right now.
Yeah. Absolutely, and no idea where this Nancy is. Yeah, you're right. They like Ace can literally just search the entirety of the map, minus next to Shack, obviously, because if you go next to Shack, well, you lost. But yeah, they got to find the totem, and eventually, yeah, we see Ace over there. Ace will find the totem eventually.
Did he find it? No, not yet.
There's
oh, he's
the
actually
bleed
gonna
out.
hit him. Is she gonna make it?
She
Who's
doesn't
gonna
make
make it
it.
first? Is that overdrive?
I think it is.
Oh, you didn't expect that. Oh, the light. Oh my god, they're racing to the hatch. And he's gonna wait. Nah. The Billy makes it.
The Billy
She was too
absolutely
far
makes
away.
it.
No way. Oh my god.
They were too far away.
Oh, you hate to see it, bro. You hate to see it. He was too far. Billy has so much mobility with overdrive. That was pretty smart though by Manu.
Yeah, it was. I mean, to be fair, they still force the bleed out. That's effectively a gen and a half done because they deny 3 points to the killer for a fresh bleed out. But
Yeah.
they don't get... Oh, using line to get there at the last second. And yeah, you can perfectly watch these exit gates. Not to mention, Billy doesn't know it, but Nancy's stuck behind Shack effectively. Oh, there they are. That was a really good attempt on the survivors. That was incredible. Yeah, I have not seen that scenario play out in 3 seasons. It has been so rare for that to happen. Yeah, we're going to see the final chase here come to a conclusion slowly.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it. That is so epic. I've never, okay, there are like 15 times where I casted a game and I talked about, wow, the trauma tech can happen, guys. It's like probably everyone is like, okay, hence, yeah, the trauma tech can happen. But that's actually the first time I've casted a game where it actually happens.
Well, nobody ever really tries for it anymore. You're right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It involves either too much setup, but again, desperate times call for desperate measures. They have to follow up with an Oni after this, and it's a Billy game.
Yeah.
That could be all the difference in the world.
Yeah, that was extremely hype.
Oh my goodness. A great pose for a great ending to a game, and that will be the end of Trial 5. Trauma Tech ending up coming through. It's going to give the killer a little bit less points. That usually would be... What's that? That would normally be 24 points to 6, but it's only going to be 21. All right, everyone, welcome back to Champions of the Fog. Sorry for the delay. There was a bit of an issue getting the lobby set up as time had gone a little bit more than people expected, but we are back. Oni already seeing a survivor with a crow in the distance, seeing multiple survivors. And like I said before, they're going to drop everything.
Yeah. Oh, actually, mind gaming this. Okay.
Interesting.
So Momo definitely... Oh, what are we doing here? Is that going to walk? No, it isn't.
Oh, they already got it back across the pallet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Momo definitely needs a good fast chase here and a relatively fast hit. This in corrupted land, I don't think he can spend that much time here.
Well, that's the other thing too. We didn't see Brutal there, which is, again, usually you bring Brutal, but also there's no Bamboozle. So getting this first hit is not going to be as easy. Like, oh man, you got 2 pallets that you can line up next to each other. But I say, even with Bloodlust coming in, I don't know what you're going to do here.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to take time. And like at some point, obviously, with Bloodlust 3, there's going to be hit. Ooh. Oh, no. That's actually relatively early. Okay.
It really is. Also seeing the Lion Fang, so we're going to see a little bit more duration on that rush. See, again, no Ruin either. So this is, again, interesting. I thought you would bring Ruin here just so you can harass a little bit, but maybe that's just not the plan. Very interesting.
Yeah,
also, Corrupt's very spread. Dear goodness, that Corrupt is awful.
That is correct. So he kind of wants to get his power without losing too much gens and then get going, but the survivors will make it so hard. This map is so big, you cannot pressure multiple gens without your power. Yeah, I think like getting a lot of pressure here as an Oni will be ridiculously hard. And that's the power being collected though.
True, and they see 2 different survivors, so they know we're a little bit where people are. Once again, coming over here to the other gen that Tap was working on, applying Eruption. 3rd generator, they know where everybody is actually.
Okay, that is really good for Momo though. That's Eruption on so many gens, and at this point, the Renato's right there. Is he not gonna go for him?
Doesn't look like it. Maybe swinging back around, not wanting Ace to complete this gen for free?
He's off it though, okay.
See Renato in the distance, hovering. I think that, yeah, when he does too. Heal coming in on Claudette, but
I
this
think
is the
there's
thing.
3 survivors in the general area.
So here's the thing with me. There's no Akito's Crutch, so you're not going to get these crazy good swings and rushes. You got Lion Fang for duration, but again, there's going to drop every pallet here. You haven't dropped all the pallets on the side of the map yet. Ooh, that's going to be hit though.
Oh, that's... Oh,
Is there
not
a
forcing
eruption?
locker there is insane.
Do we see any auras? No, they're just going to go straight for the pickup and hook.
Okay. I mean, that's the safe play. The survivors will probably just hide and run away, so you kind of have to hook
One
this,
gen
but
down.
We always see some blood over there. Is that going to be enough for power?
I don't know. We did see that Claudic did get healed, but I don't think there was enough for it to be. Renato will get pushed away from this generator. Able to come in, reapply pop, reapply eruption. Say you need some serious pressure stone. I'm surprised they went for that pick so early. It's not enough blood, but they can chase down Claudic and get the rest of their power though.
True. But this needs to be fast. You need to not allow that gen to pop in the corner. That's the power already, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, you gotta finish it. Maybe trying to establish line of sight. Wait, we hear Claudette somewhere. Renato, do they finish it? No, they don't. They're gonna drop the pallet and run. See how they handle this tile. Oh. Vaulting through the
No
window
speed
and not
on the
going
Oni. Strong play by Palle here.
Absolutely.
Staying alive. He needs to buy more time though.
Really good job winning the mind game there. Still got distance. Long wall coming in. Do they vault through it? They don't. This will be a down most likely. No, they actually tuck into the corner. Trying to crouch tech it, but not going to work. Eruption popping on the other gen. They'll go for another pick. This should be another pain resonance, but that gen is already reaching the regression limit very soon.
Yeah. And I would suspect that the other side of the map has so much progress at this point.
Yeah. Claudette's almost done with her generator.
And there's no real tunnel out happening, right?
No, not right now.
So yeah, at some point someone will need to die, or you somehow snowball, which can be denied by lockers, and I would expect these of us to be good enough to do that. So rough times.
I would absolutely agree. Renato will be stuck here at Shack for a little bit. I mean, you can get blood eventually, but you need the survivor out of the game ASAP. They will be going for the tunnel, it seems like, but is it too little too late? Like, I'm not really sure. There's a third generator, one more, and... Well, okay, technically they have to finish all 5 gens to win, but if they can hold it to 4K1... I don't know, this is going to be so tough.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blood, too.
Strong. Is that fast enough, though? That's the question, right?
Yeah. Okay, other gens only about 30-40% each. I think this might be enough blood for power? Barely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Momo's definitely still in this, but he needs pressure. He needs to get something done.
Absolutely. Pop coming in with eruption on that generator. Power being popped. They see someone over here. Ace is in a weird spot, but also making the bump on that was not great. There's the... Oh, no, coming in, though.
That is a crazy find, though. Can he down tap? No, that's a great body block.
That's an amazing body block. Can they get around the corner? They get it!
No! Oh my god, Momo is maybe getting what he needs here. And there's eruption proccing on the ace too.
Yeah, they can go for ace if they really feel like it. They have the Lion Fang, so they got the duration. If they get this down right now, they could snowball. They know where ace is. There's the down, and ace is in the vicinity.
He's gonna pick this, right?
Yeah, I say you go for the pick here. Is it decisive? No decisive. They finish the 4th gen. Pika coming in on tap, but it's... Oh, this is so close now.
Yeah, it is. So at this point, there's still one injured person going into the 3-1 that's going to drop some blood. They're probably going to heal up. And Momo's choosing to play on 1 killer once again, but there are 2 good pallets in this area.
True. Also, we hear that center gen was being run. I think they need to go to the center gen and keep it from firing. We see scratch marks in this area.
Rough.
That gen doesn't have any progress, but I say middle gen is the one with progress. not as much progress as I had actually predicted, so if they're able to apply Eruption to this generator, they might be able to stabilize.
True. There's also still one injured person, so there's definitely blood on the map to get the power.
True, true. Oh! Getting the pallet set and blind to boot, going for the break. And these gens actually aren't super far away from each other, all things considered. They didn't completely split the map up. Question is, where is this blood pool gonna be? Looks like they found the survivor that was injured. And they get their power! Claudette's in the corner. They see him going towards Shack. There's no resources back there. Can Momo hold this?
Honestly, maybe. Maybe he can stabilize. That's going to be a locker force, right? No, he's actually trying to avoid the power. Waste a little bit more. Okay.
Oh, ducking into the corner. Really well done. Chase just now starting. Oh, but they get caught out. And they see the eruption proc. Do they go for it?
Oh, bro. Why does he not force that locker, though?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Instead, going over to Claudette.
At this point, Claudette cannot force locker anymore. She needs to outlast this power. Otherwise, this is going to be big trouble.
Doing a really good job in the meantime, though. They have window. There's the vault. Expecting the vault back in. Great mind game. They get the pickup, though, on Ace. I don't know, given the gen progress, yeah, I think you absolutely have time here to go for this pick.
Yeah.
And now everybody's injured. Blood's going to be everywhere on the map, like you said before. And this might even be a pain res.
I think not forcing locker there from the Ace was a huge mistake and might end up costing them big time.
It absolutely could. Because, yeah, now there's no time to reset. They have to get one more gen done to win this game. As of right now, they're not going to win it. At 4K1's not enough. And there's so much blood here. Ace going into the opposite side of the map, but that's the thing, like, you don't even go for the unhook. Like, if Ace chases on the other side of the map, you don't go for the unhook. You just finish your gen, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like what's going to be happening is they are going to be working on their gen. There's so much blood here, though.
Yeah. He has power for days. This gen is not even that far. He can just pop the power here and go straight back for him. And if the Claudette instantly dies, then that is it.
That is. We hear Claudette running behind, so I think Ace is the one that stayed in the vicinity, which would represent a potential pain res. Blythe getting some distance into Shack, faking it. But they don't. They didn't force the locker. Okay, they're just going to go for the pick. But again, one of these two survivors represent a pain res.
Yeah, I think though, actually, I think it's smart in that case to not force the locker, because if you get down normally, you waste more of his power.
That is
because
fair.
he will definitely pick that up no matter what, because the gens are not that like this game is snowballed. So now Momo doesn't have to risk anything. He's on the way to win this anyway if he just plays it safe and correctly.
That's a fair point, though. That gen regression is coming in really fast. Eruption being applied at least twice to it. Pop goes the weasel and pain res. However, I think Ace actually has second win, so that's one survivor that can get reset without dropping too much blood.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's going to come to matter. The killer already has their power. Plenty of blood.
What?
Cheeky head-on play.
Oh my god. That is a very rare interaction, but yeah, you can stun him out of the opening of the power. Waste a few seconds.
Oh, great vault back in. A great mind giving him in. This survivor's dead, though. This is going to be a 2v1 coming in. There's... Yeah, go for the pick. I think Momo might have actually clutched this.
Yeah. Wow, incredible.
Yeah, but say how much progress is, it's not going to be enough. I think the only thing the survivors might have for them is that I think after this next kick, there might be a singular eruption that can be applied at that point. That might be the only saving grace, is the anti-gen regression mechanic. I'm not actually sure if that's the last kick or not. I think that might actually be the last kick. If that's the last kick, they could do something, potentially. As they tap already on the other side of the map, Ace hanging out near Shack. But Tap's injured, so blood's going to be somewhere. But wait, you don't see blood in power, do you? Oh, but you see the
No, you
survivor in the
don't.
distance.
That is a great find.
And there's no pallet here because all this is where early chases were taken. I say, I'm surprised they don't go for the hook here, but I mean, Ace is... I guess Ace isn't injured, so you can't track where they would be.
I mean, it's like, if you hook that far, I don't think you make it back to the hatch.
Oh, because you don't have power left. Well, no, Tap's not death hook. Tap hasn't been hooked at all.
Oh, fair.
And the exit gates
fair.
are on the side of the map. I think...
Yeah, you can definitely hook that then. Yeah.
I think you can definitely do it. I'm surprised they're not going for it. Maybe they were just... Yeah, maybe they are worried they wouldn't be getting back. Maybe they lost track of hooks. Maybe they lost track of who got hooked here. Or maybe they want a fresh power. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they want a fresh power to pop for the end game. That might be the case, yeah. And that gen has regressed pretty significantly now. Yeah, I think they're going to go back for the hook. I don't remember if Deliverance is allowed. I don't think it is allowed against Oni, so there's no deli here.
Yeah, at this point, you can just hook him.
Well, now I consider this, can you find them? They've been on the ground for a minute and a half.
Oh my god. Can you imagine we have a replay?
I was really
From
hoping
the
that
other
wouldn't be the
team?
case, but maybe.
Nah, there's no way. He can't be that far, right? He's gonna find him.
But I think the big brain play is to actually crawl to crawl to main.
Yeah.
That would have been the big brain play. Now he's been on the ground for 2 whole minutes.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, this entire time, Ace could be doing the gen.
He probably isn't though. If the ace is doing the gen, then nah, there's no way. He's not, right?
I don't think so,
doing
yeah.
this.
Momo took a look at that and said, nope, not
Oh my
today.
god.
I think they see him
Imagine we
crawling.
get a replay.
No, they don't see him crawling.
But the other one was on 4K too, right?
Yes,
Could you
so
in theory win by getting the hatch and the bleed out?
if they force either one of those scenarios, they win. Like right now, you don't even have to go for the trauma tech. You can just let Tap bleed. That denies points to the killer. That's the same scenario as last time. Like you said, oh,
Yeah.
but they found him. They were crawling right back in the same
No.
corner. That was such a great idea, but Momo found them.
Damn.
And that'll be first up coming in. No pain res. But now, yeah, you got to go back. You have to make sure that the hatch is not going to happen. But honestly, Ace could technically rotate around and get the unhook and force this entire
Yeah.
scenario over again.
Yeah.
Because yeah, now if you do it and Ace gets the unhook, suddenly the they would actually go to death hook pretty quickly. Oh, this is gonna be so tense because yeah, we gotta wait another 40 seconds for the survivor to go, and that's if they choose not to pick. Yeah, you don't pick here, right? There's absolutely no way.
Momo definitely has time. I would expect the ace to be somewhere there to get the unhook. That's playing into their chances. Unless they expect Momo to wait by the hook and they're just by the hatch, but that seems a bit out there. I'm pretty sure Momo's gonna go back.
Yeah, one more check around this area, because again, even if they wait 20 seconds for the second stage to be secured, what, it takes another 16 to 20 seconds for the progress to happen? Okay, checking lockers does make sense. Yeah, it looks like they will be heading back. And even then, if you use your power, there might actually be enough blood orbs on this side that, you know, you go back and forth between the... Yeah, actually, because of Lion's Fane giving you so much time, you could actually go back and forth between the exit gates, get your second power potentially if there's enough blood orbs, and then patrol the exit gates the entire time with power. Hatch coming in any moment now. Okay, wouldn't it be wild if they actually went for the pick now? Okay. I didn't actually think it was going to happen. This is interesting. Oh, no. Hens.
What's up?
Their death hook. That means if they stay on the side of the map and they hook, they just... Well, no.
I think he can pop his power though.
Yeah. Yeah, if Tap bleeds out, they've already got all the hook stages from them, so it's going to amount to the same amount of points. So you can just slug them now and go back to the other side.
I mean, I think he makes it to Hatch with power. I think he does. Actually, oh, that's so close.
Yeah. But I say if tap stays on this side, that is a thing. But again, now the bleed out is the same thing, so it's not.
Yeah.
How is it that both of these games, the end game is so crazy weird? Wait, they're on the generator.
Ooh.
There's no way they try and get a generator done. Yeah, but I say they go opposite side. But I say you don't have to hook though. I don't know if Momo realized that you don't have to hook the survivor.
Probably not. I wouldn't imagine.
Oh, they
not.
saw Ace crouching though.
Ah, that's a good find.
That is an absolutely amazing find. Potentially a missed call out from the survivors. Looping at Shaq. If Ace could last another 40 seconds. No, not enough. I was gonna say, technically, Tap can go work on the generator, but power's still in hand. They didn't come back to work on the generator.
Oh, you can just pick him up, right?
Yeah, you can just go for the
sure?
pick, and yeah, you hook him here. It's only second stage. Progress to death stage. Hatch is like right here. I guess you do need to be in the relative vicinity to make sure that they just don't work on the gen for 70 seconds. I guess that's a fair point. Power is available after this blood pool. Yeah, I think at the very last possible second, I think Momo's going to be able to clutch it. This is such a close game. This is literally 1 point difference. I guess technically, I shouldn't speak too soon. Technically, the exit gate is still an option, but you have power. There's no way. And Tap is injured. I don't see a scenario where they get out. Well, I guess you have to waste power after you close the hatch. You have to waste power just to get all the way to the other side to get the exit gate, right? Wait, are they back here?
Ooh.
What is that blood pool doing?
Yeah, they were definitely back there
There's a
at some
crow.
point.
Yeah, we see them running with the crow. Tap had a crow there the whole time.
Well,
That's actually kind of funny. All right, there's that stage secured. Yeah, unless they... again, I guess the big brain play is maybe one last chance. Instead of going to the exit gate on that side that's opposite, you go to the one on the right side and hope they dash to that one and it's enough time? But, like, there's no way, right? Yeah, they're even going to the right side to make sure that's not the case. That is a long traversal, though. Dear goodness. Yeah, they confirmed that it's not that side. Can you hold both? Oh, you can see both the exit gates from here. Yeah.
that's
like
gonna be
4K1.
hard.
That's
Yep,
crazy.
that is gonna be 4K.
That's absolutely wild. Yeah, this game is going to be down to a singular point. If the survivor was able to get out, that'd be 1 point for Catalyst, but because it looks like Petroleum's going to be able to hold these gates down, it's going to be 30-29 in set 3, and it's looking like Petroleum might actually get this. I guess the question is, can you exit gate tech? No, we see them crouching. We see the blood orbs here. It's 4K1. That's incredible.
Damn. GG's, what a series.
Absolutely. And folks, we would normally spend some time talking about this game afterward, but we have no time whatsoever. We've got to go into the next game ASAP. So we're going to end this one. We're going to go into trial number 1 of the next set. We're starting this game literally 40 minutes behind schedule because of the late start. And these last 2 games took, I think, almost 35 to 40 minutes combined.